right, guys, got a good one today. 7 new ways to get bigger arms. These are specific training tips for biceps and triceps. And I say new ways because these are form tweaks that I have done since I started training with Charles Glass, the godfather of bodybuilding. So I decided to make a video and break down 7 specific form tips that I've learned and changed in my own arm training so you guys can copy and do the same. We're getting right into this. So guys, tricep press downs. I see this exercise done wrong so much. So watch what I'm doing right here. I see this so much. You're leaning over, you're going straight down, your shoulders coming forward. Never do tricep press downs like this. So when I started doing tricep press downs with Charles Glass, I felt more activation right on the side tricep than I ever had in my entire life because of one specific form cue. And that form cue is push out and keep the wrist straight. If you're pressing down like this, that's bad. Press down, keep that hand straight, and press away from you. So watch the difference. Very poor activation right here. Now watch this. I'm gonna lean away from it. Nice stable position. And I'm gonna squeeze, keep those hands straight. Squeeze, keep those hands straight. Pressing away, keeping the hands straight. And you're gonna feel a huge activation right on the side of your triceps when you do this. All right, guys, watch this. When I first did this, I was skeptical as well. Just try it, guys. I'm trying to give you new form cues, little tweaks to make your arm workout more effective. Try this form, and I promise you, you guys are gonna feel it in your biceps. You guys are probably used to doing, barbell curls. I'm sure some of you guys do cheat curls. The barbell swoop curl is my new favorite arm exercise of the year, and I learned it training with Charles. Now, what you wanna do with this exercise is think about swooping up, lifting your elbows, coming all the way to your forehead. You get a nice squeeze, and then you reverse that motion. So you're not just going right here, you're reversing it, you're getting a good stretch and a good squeeze right on that bicep peak. Watch this, let's put it all in motion. This is a normal barbell curl. I'm sure you guys are used to doing this. Your elbows are not moving much. Now with the swoop curl, your elbows are actually elevated and coming up, and you're bringing the bar all the way to your forehead. So watch this. Get a nice squeeze, slow and control. Don't rest, squeeze and swoop. So look at my motion. Notice how I'm not just going right here. I'm actually swooping and I'm coming to my forehead. Swooping and I'm coming to my forehead, slow and controlled. Fairly heavy weight, I got about 100 pounds. Shout out to the first 22-pound weight I've ever seen in my life. The swoop curls, it's a great change of pace from traditional barbell curls. So you're coming all the way, you're stopping, and you're deliberately squeezing your biceps. So yes, you are getting your anterior deltoids involved a bit. Get that out of your mind though, because you're also gonna get extra activation right on that bicep peak. You wanna go fairly heavy on this exercise. Go 10 to 12 repetitions, and I guarantee you, you're gonna get a different pump, a different activation you guys have ever felt before. Next up, drag curls. Phenomenal exercise. I think even better than a regular traditional barbell curls. I'll throw in drag curls and I'll throw in swoop curls for a complete bicep workout. Now, drag curls, it's a different form than you guys are probably used to doing. Once again, I'm sure you guys are used to doing traditional curls. With a drag curl, think about it like this. Your elbows are going back and your palms should be facing straight up. Drag that bar alongside your body, and by doing that, we have to bring our elbows back, we have to bring our palms up. So this motion right here, not a huge range of motion. You're not going all the way up here. You're going right here, keeping tension right on the biceps. So this one right here is very effective for the bicep peak. So watch how my elbows are going back. I'm keeping my palms up. And you get a amazing squeeze right on the bicep peak. The more tired you get, the more you want to focus on driving the elbows back, bringing the palms up. Oh yeah. So I'll take drag curls any day over a traditional curl. And you can do a few different things with this. So you could do a normal drag curl, just like I showed you guys. You could also do this. Make your bicep workouts harder. Do a normal curl, and then reverse it with the drag curl eccentric. Look at that. So you could actually combine a swoop curl into a reverse drag curl to combine the second and the third tip. So you're coming all the way up here, You're driving the elbows back. You're going down nice and slow and controlled. Next up, I want to show you guys how important it is to stretch the long head of your triceps. The long head is actually the biggest muscle in your upper arm. And the most effective way to work that long head is stretching the long head. Now, a lot of you guys, when you're doing triceps, you're doing something like this. Now, you want to exaggerate the stretch of the long head as much as you can. So you do that by angling all the way back. And instead of pushing up, you're pushing out. So imagine an imaginary spotter behind you. Imagine trying to hit them with the weights. Imagine trying to push it right back into your spotter. And you guys are getting a lot better stretch of the long head, getting a lot better tricep activation versus doing something like this. A lot of you guys are just doing this, switch hat, so no matter what tricep movement that you do overhead, you're exaggerating the stretch and you're angling it. Whether you're doing incline, whether you're doing flat, even if you guys are doing something like this with the cable, once again, get that full stretch. You wanna be full stretch, really exaggerate, press up, slightly behind. So I'm not going right like this. I'm keeping a stretch of the long head and I'm pressing back. So do that little form tweak. Anytime you do any type of overhead tricep work, get a lot better stretch of the long head, a lot better activation. Next up, you guys got to stretch your biceps and do movements where your biceps are in a really weak position. Now, I know why you guys aren't doing a lot of moves like this, and it's not because they are not brutally effective. In fact, this might be one of the best bicep exercises in the world I'm about to show you. But guess what? If I'm looking at the mirror right now, my biceps look like the muscle belly doesn't look full. I'm fully stretched out. I'm retracting my scapula. And I don't feel like I have big arms in this position at all. On top of that, I feel really weak when I'm in this position. Now, just because you feel weak, just because you look in the mirror and you don't have big arms in a specific position, does not mean you should avoid this exercise. In fact, it means that you should be running towards this exercise and incorporating it more in your routine, because nothing will help grow your arms more than a hard exercise that stretches the biceps and gives you an epic activation at the top. When I do this exercise with Charles, I retract my scapula, I'm in a fully stretched position, and then I'm twisting my wrists and I'm squeezing. So I'm stretching and I'm activating. Retract the scapula, stretching and activating. Stretch, activate. Stretch, activate. The next form cue is the importance of elbow position when you guys are working your biceps. Now, I did a move with Charles last workout, which you guys saw last week on the channel, where I was doing a lot of curls like this, kind of keeping my elbows in. Now, Charles had me bring my elbows all the way out and just bending at the elbow with the elbows out right to your lower chest. Look at this right here. You hardly ever see this kind of curl. What this does is it eliminates the anterior deltoid from the movement based on the elbow position. So the elbow position is here. I feel it way more in my delts. I bring the elbows in front and out. I just move right here, curl to my lower chest, get in a nice squeeze. I feel that way more. Think about how important the elbow position is on all these. I want you guys to try different exercises with your elbow in different positions. Find what move works best for you. I'm very tall, I have long arms, I have a 6'7" wingspan. So it works optimally for me, probably will not work optimally for someone else, but I know you guys, if you try all these different form cues throughout the video, you're gonna find a few specific bicep and tricep cues that work best for you. Now think about this. Throughout this video, think about how many different elbow positions there are that can activate the biceps and stretch the biceps in different ways. We talked about the drag curl, that's bringing the elbow back. We talked about the swoop curl, that's actually opposite, that's bringing the elbow forward. Now we talked about the incline curl, we talked about the elbows out curl. These are all really unique and effective ways to train the biceps, so find out what works best for you and stick to it, add these into your routine. All right guys, that was 7 new ways to get bigger arms faster. If you got some value out of this video, give it a big thumbs up, and if you're new here, subscribe and make sure you tap that notification bell so you do not miss out on any future videos. Also, let me know what you think of the new filming location in the comments below. As you guys know, I didn't upload for a couple months, and part of that was because I didn't have a proper place to film videos. Gyms in LA are completely shut down, and I worked really hard to secure this filming location for you guys. So let me know what you think of it in the comments below, and that also means we're gonna have a lot more frequent videos, so be on the lookout for that. Anyways guys, I had a lot of fun making this video for you, and I will see you on the next one.
You ain't got no gains. You ain't lift no weights.